Today I'm going to be going over players that are on my big board that I have higher than consensus. Some of these guys are like significantly higher than consensus rankings. I love all these guys. I think all these guys are being underrated in the process and can be very good NBA players for a long time. So let's just get started right off the bat. My first player that I'm higher on than consensus is Derek Queen. He is my third ranked player on my board. I'm a big fan of Derek Queen. I think he is the most skilled big in this class by a wide margin. He is an amazing post scorer. An amazing passer. His footwork is phenomenal. I love his mid-range pull-up game. I think that has a lot of. I think he can use that even more. I think that could be very deadly, kind of similar to Joel Embiid's mid-range pull-up. I think that's what Queen's mid-range pull-up could be one day. He can bring the ball up the floor. I mean, I think he can be a point forward, point center type guy. He can run center and forward. Ideally, you want to play him next to a center, but you could play center as well. Like, a team that I would like to see him go to is the Jazz. Like, have him and Kessler out there. But then when you send Kessler to the bench, and then Queen slides over to the five. He just brings a lot of versatility. I'm a big fan of Queen. I mean, yes, he maybe needs to, get in a little bit better shape, which I think will be no problem. He'll be able to do that. But I think this dude loves ball, and I mean, it's evident when you watch him play. I mean, I don't know if he loves ball or not. I haven't talked to him personally, but I've heard that he loves ball, so I'm gonna trust the reports. And it seems like he loves ball when you watch him. The dude is skilled. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Derek Queen. I think he should be a top 10 pick, top 5 pick, 100%. Extremely skilled, big out of Maryland. A guy you can build your offense around. My second player I am higher on than consensus is Carter Bryant. Let's go check the board. He is my 6th ranked player on my board. Consensus has him, ranked around like that 10 area, 9 area. So I'm not way higher than everybody else, but I am higher on him than most. I think he's going to come to the NBA right away and play defense at a high level and space the floor. I think his jump shot, he's got a really nice jump shot. It was better the second half of the year and, very good in the March Madness. I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know his percentages went up second half, and I'm very confident his shot will translate, and his defense I think will be a day one. He'll be a day one contributor on that end, and I think he has shot creation upside. Like when you go and watch his high school highlights, man, you see shot creation ability. So I think there's stuff to tap in there. I think he's a very safe pick and also a guy that has upside. I'm a big fan of Carter Bryant, his explosiveness as an athlete. I'm a huge fan of Carter Bryant. I think he can be a great player for 10, 15 years in this league. My third player I'm higher on the consensus. This guy I'm higher on than probably 98% of draft boards is Adou Thiero. I have him as, let's go back and check real quick, as 7th on my big board. He is I'm going to say he's the best athlete in his class. He's extremely, extremely explosive. I mean, I think he's immediately going to be a very, very disruptive defender from day one. I think he's going to be one of the best play finishers in basketball from day one. I think he is going to be elite in transition from day one. I think he's just going to be an absolute game changer from day one and a guy that just comes in and helps you win basketball games. Obviously, the jump shot needs to have better percentages as a three-point shooter, but his jumper looks good. I'm very confident that if he just makes a couple tweaks, I think he could become a 37% three-point shooter one day, 100%. I mean, his jumper looks good. I think if he makes his jump shot a little quicker, maybe he's thinking about it too much. I don't know, but it looks good. I think maybe he just needs to make the jump shot a little faster and just let it fly and not think about it so much. But I don't know what the problem is with the jumper, but if it's overthinking or whatever. But yeah, simply I think if he speeds it up and just lets it fly, he's going to be fine because the mechanics are sound. And on the defensive end of the floor, I mean, he's just going to have so many deflections, steals, blocks due to his extreme explosion. And he's just, he gets in the right spots as well. I mean, this dude he's got basketball IQ. He gets in the right spots, man. He's very, very disruptive on the floor. He just is a ball hunter. I mean, he's a ball hawk. This dude is, I think, criminally underrated. He should be a top 20 pick 100%. He is an impact player from day one. Should be a top 20, top. I wouldn't even be mad if somebody took him top 10. Like, this dude is elite, man. I think he could maybe even put on more weight and become like a OG Anunoby with a 40-inch vertical. Like, this dude, like a 45-inch vertical. And his slashing ability is underrated as well. I mean, he gets to the hoop at will. Like, his free throw rate is the best in the class. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, he is one of the best slashers in this class. If he can get his jump shot to league average, like 36%, 37%, which I think he easily can, we could have a star on our hands. I think this guy is being very underrated. John Calipari said himself, you do not want to miss out on this guy, and I 100% agree. He is a plug-and-play player. Very, very underrated. He should be a top 20 pick. Locked in top 20. I would take him top 10. Next up, Drake Powell. I have him as 14th on my big board. I am very, very, very intrigued with him. He has the highest recorded vertical in this class. I believe it was 45 inches. I mean, he's an extreme athlete. 6'6" with shoes. He's gonna be a high-level defender at the next level. He's gonna be able to space the floor at the next level. Be a very good in transition. And he has like legit mid-range pull-up. Like he showed a legit mid-range pull-up flashes at North Carolina, man. So I think there's something to work with there. So maybe he can be more than a 3-and-D disruptor guy, but he can maybe be a guy that attacks closeouts and gets to that pull-up mid-range or slashes to the basket. I think this can be a very, very, very important piece to a championship team. I love guys that can play both ends of the floor, man. And this guy's got upside. I mean, Powell and Thero, if these guys are willing to work hard, these guys can become stars, man. They have all the tools. They really do. So I'm very excited to see where these guys go. I think if they go to the right places, have the right mentorship from veterans and coaches, they could become stars, man. As simple as that. Absolutely. I would love to see one of these two guys in Miami. I think that'd be a fantastic landing spot for him. Minnesota would be a great landing spot for him. If Nickeil Alexander-Walker's going to leave, it'd be a great spot for him to develop there. A team that plays high-level defense. Like a lot of guys they can learn from there. Man, I'm excited for these two guys. I think they're being criminally underrated. Should be locked in top 20 picks, but they're not for some reason. And my last guy, who I am significantly higher on than consensus, is Bog Markovic out of Serbia. Played for the same team that Jokic and Topic did in their before the NBA days. This dude is a 6'11" power forward. He can shoot the ball and pass the ball at high levels. I mean, high levels, man. And he can dunk on you as well. This is a guy who I think should be end of the first round pick guy / 20s pick guy. I mean, I think this guy's going to be a contributor very early on. And I think he has a lot of upside if he puts on a good amount of muscle, which I think he could. He could have a Lauri Markkanen type muscle transformation and just add a bunch of weight, and that could make him even more of even more dangerous as a player. He showed some mid-range isolation, some mid-range isolation flashes in his last season. So I think there's something to work with there. Being at 6'11", dump it into him when he has a mismatch, and just let him face up on a guy and pull up in their face with his, good, really, really good jump shot. And it's pretty quick release, not like super quick, not like a Porzingis type release, but he can get it off on a face up 100%. But yeah, I mean, I think he's got a lot of untapped potential, and I'm very excited to see where he goes. I think he could be definitely like maybe a potential Lauri Markkanen type player one day, if he's willing to work hard enough. I don't think he has the athletic juice Markkanen has quite. I don't think he has all that, but he's close. And he showed he can shoot the ball last year and pass the ball at a high level. Passing, it really intrigues me. I think he could be a guy you run your offense through in the second unit, give him the ball, on that elbow area, let him either face up for a jumper or play make out of there, or drive to the hoop. I think you run pick and roll, pick and pop with him. I think this guy is going to be a very versatile chess piece at the next level, and a player that if he lands in the right spot could be a serious piece to a contender one day. Be a definite top 8 guy for a championship team one day. So I'm very excited to see where he goes. Could have maybe a Danilo Gallinari type career, which would be extremely, extremely successful if he were to have that. But yeah, I'm very excited to see where he can go, man. I think this guy is being very underrated in the process. These, the first two guys are, a lot of people have them in their top 15, right? These two, Carter Bryant, Derek Queen. But these, Thero, Powell, and Markovic are three guys that are being criminally underrated in my opinion. I rarely, I see Thero in a good amount of top 20, top 30s. But Powell and Markovic are, very, names you don't hear a lot of them. And I think they're very, very underrated players, man. I think all three of these guys should be first round pick locks, and they're not right now. You see all these mock drafts, they're not locks at all. Quite frankly, I don't even see Thero and Markovic going in the first round in any of these like official mocks. I don't even think Powell is either. Actually, I've seen him in the late first, but Thero and Markovic haven't been there not in the first round mocks that I've seen. It doesn't make sense to me, man. They should absolutely be locks. These guys all should be locked first round picks. Yeah, I'm super excited to see where these guys go tonight. Man, I'm pumped. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.